Welcome to all. We are discussing MCQs on the excretory products and their elimination. This is the chapter of human physiology based on excretion. The very first question is ornithine cycle performs. You must know that ornithine cycle is also called as the urea cycle, and it occurs in the liver, and it is important for the formation of urea. Okay, so ornithine cycle is important for the formation of the urea in the liver. So options are ATP synthesis, urea formation in spleen. No, urea formation never occur in spleen. Urea formation in liver and urine formation in liver. No, urea formation in liver occurs by a cycle, and that cycle is known as the ornithine cycle. So ornithine cycle occur in the liver for the urea formation. Question number 4 is having the answer, that is question number 1 is having the answer C. Okay, now question number 2, minimum absorption occurring, very important one. You have to read each and every line if you want to be selected in the NEET, okay, of NCERT. Minimum reabsorption occurring on page number 294 in the section of we can say it as that Henle's loop. It is clearly written in the first line, the very first line, it is clearly written that minimum reabsorption occur in, means he want to ask that minimum reabsorption occur in which part of the nephron. So always remember, minimum reabsorption occur in Henle's loop. Minimum reabsorption occurs in Henle's loop part of the nephron. So question number 2 is having the answer D. Third question, very important one, and this question is from the page number 294. Okay, it is clearly mentioned that reabsorption of amino acids, reabsorption of the amino acids in the filtrate is facilitated by, means we know very well that in the nephron what is present, nephric filtrate is present, but from this nephric filtrate selective reabsorption occur, so that the substances are not lost along with the urine from this part. Okay, so he is asking that a reabsorption of amino acids in the filtrate, reabsorption of amino acid in the filtrate is facilitated by active transport, passive transport, diffusion, or facilitate transport. So if you concentrate on page number 294 of the NCERT, you will be able to see that it is clearly mentioned reabsorption of the amino acid in the nephric filtrate is facilitated by active transport. It doesn't happen by passive transport, it occurs by active transport. So question number 3 is having the answer A. Fourth one, glomerular filtrate will not contain normally. Now we know very well that what happens, that from here, right, the liquid which is coming, right, is filtered from here. Ultrafiltration occur. You know very well that the very first step in the urine formation is the ultrafiltration, and due to ultrafiltration many substances come down this nephron. But here we know very well that here there is a membrane which is responsible for the ultrafiltration, but that membrane is having so much of the small pores that the larger proteins such as the albumin and all cannot be filtered out, So the nephric filtrate contains many substances, okay, the various sort of the ions such as sodium and potassium, chloride ions, amino acids, glucose, okay, and many things more, but it never contains the proteins basically. Okay, so glomerular filtrate will not contain normally albumin, NaCl, creatinine, and glucose. We see that in the nephric filtrate all these substances are present, NaCl, creatinine, glucose, but albumin is not present because albumin is a protein and it is never filtrate from this membrane present in the Bowman's capsule. So glomerular filtrate will not at all contain the protein, and the protein given here is the albumin. So question number 4 is having the answer A. Brush border epithelium is characteristic of. Brush border epithelium represents the microvilli, and microvilli increase the absorptive surface area, remember, and always remember that in PCT 65 to 80% of the reabsorption of the nephric filtrate occur, means maximum reabsorption occur in the proximal convoluted tubule part of the nephron. And for this, the microvilli or the brush border epithelium helps here. So PCT is lined by brush border epithelium. It is the characteristic feature of the PCT for the absorption purpose. 65 to 80% of the reabsorption, right? The brush border is present. So brush border is associated with the PCT. No other part is having this brush border, only the PCT is having. So question number 5 is having the answer A. Okay. So dear students, these were some important questions related to the excretory system, right? We'll be coming soon with a few more videos based on the human physiology. So keep watching. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take them.